Cast iron gray. Dark right here. I need to get this closer to the door. Okay, see what I was doing here. I gotta remember when I put the front panel on, I gotta hook my hot wire here, and I ain't got no more place for a neutral. I gotta hook that neutral in there on that socket box, and I'm gonna lose that screw. Down there. Alright, let me figure out what's going to happen here next. Okay, I think the next thing to do is to get the pump in there. They said that outlet was 1/4, I thought, but that is 3/8. What would be great on there is an elbow. So I've got to see what I have got. That was $85 time it got here. Looky there. I wanted an elbow, but you can't have everything. I gotta work for it. Okay, let's try that out. Let me put some, let me clean this off some, put some seal tape around there, and I think we're good to go. Okay, I got her all set up. I'm going to test and see if that leaks around the brass fitting. And at the same time, I'm going to run it through this coil, through here and out through yonder, to see how that pumps. And at the same time, I'm going to pretend I'm cleaning the coil out. And that's not much pressure than the other one. Let that run through there. Ain't no leak around that brass. Well, that didn't take long. That is not pumping up to their some of the internet specs. But we will see. Now this line up here goes to the torch. Let me mark that. Alright, I need to cut this off to get the size hole I need right here. And before I go doing that, Let me go see if I got a mail in. Female, one male. Boy, I sure do hate to cut this. Got it marked, and now I've got to set this out of my way somewhere. It'll be in the floor for the time being. Now, let's see if I'm over here on the right spot. Yeah, right there. That's my starter bit. And this is bit 0. This should fit that power line a little bit loose. Closest thing in there. Excellent. Now, again, let me go outside and clean this thing off. Alright, this is my best attempt of drawing that offline. No autographs, please. I haven't got time. Alright. That's the power cable. The coolant on the right side of the power cable adapter goes back in the tank. Well, that ain't the way they had it. They had the one on the right side of the power cable adapter was going to the pump. Okay. The one coming out of the pump goes back to the torch. And I'm gonna hook it up like this. This ain't the way they had it. Sure ain't. Let me look at this some more and scratch my head. Okay, before I gotta get that pump in here, before I get started, I got to make sure these ain't gonna leak, and I got a little mirror here to make sure I got that on the bottom, so we shouldn't have any problem out of them little babies. Now, yeah, that's pretty heavy little, thank you, pretty heavy little pump there, D. maybe. I'll get tangled up. To open it. Now for the pump. I'll have to have that line coming up out of here now, not later. So I will have to make extensions. Not extensions, but couplings. Yep. Let me go ahead and do that. Okay, we have got everything perfectly clear. Yep. Fixing to put the plug in on the cord. I shortened it a little bit more. You got to have a little slack where you can, if you ever take the top off, you know. So I'm gonna leave that much. Always put that on the cord first. Yeah, buddy. Look at the color code. Said this was made in America. I don't know. Blue is a neutral, brown is a hot, and green is the ground. Finally. Something like that. I'll probably put a tie on there or something. Got it all bolted down. Got my line run through there. And now I need to run this line into here, the return line. That's from the torch. I cut that line off too short from the start because that clamp right there is never going to work. I need one of them slip-on clamps you press with the pliers. I don't know what the name of them are. I call them cheapos. Like that, and that's too big. It won't work. Well, that's pretty tight on there, so I don't think it'll ever leak no way. So I could wrap a little wire around there, but like I say, it's pretty tight. You want to leave it alone. Now if I can get this boy in there. Like that. That'll be the hot coming out of there. I remember right, going back in here. And this goes to the torch. It's getting late. Let me see if I can't get this on there. get a paper cloth. Woohoo, that's powerful. Stinky, stinky. One time shot here. Well, if I can find the ratchet that was just right here. There you go, got to scratch that paint now. That's the first thing you gotta do. There is a filler cap here somewhere. Here. It's supposed to be all wide open. Looking at my diagram here. This is the hose that's going to be going back to the tank. Right here. This is the hose right here. That I got laying up here. And this hose goes on the other side. I mean the other line, and it don't belong out here. And I was thinking, boy, things would really be simplified if I had two more brass nipples like I found for the pump. Had two brass nipples coming out of here. One marked out, and one marked in. And you just simply just plug your hoses up to it. Be very simple. All this could be hooked it up on the inside. I got these things laying around. I could put them on there for a temperature of the water. This is junk. It's got to go in the garbage pile. And ain't got no nipples. Not out of brass anyway. I need them out of brass. Need 4 nipples and 2 couplings. And then I might have to make a plate go on the side. I don't know. That thing has its own nylon seal on there, and since I have the nut off the other one, that'll go right up there and seal right on the side. I'm thinking that's a 3/4 nut, so that means that's most of the time. That's a 1/2 inch hole. Of course, I'll have to unbolt all that, but that'll be interesting to know the water temperature. Let me drill a hole. I think right in here. maybe. Maybe a little farther down in case we got low water somewhere. I think right there. That's what I think. That baby right here. I wonder how many gallons it would take to reach up to there. Right there near that. We go down just a fuzz. What we gonna do? Fall over here? Alright. Get one just a little bit bigger. And the substitute half. Now let me go find that thing and see if that's going to fit there. He's a little tight. See, we're already threaded it in there. My bench would be still. Yeah. Putting that around there at the specs. Straight up and down is what we want right there. Somewhere close. And I think that's going to do it. I think that's going to look good. I can see how temperature of the water is. And now all I got to do is unbolt this. And since I got all these lines hooked up, I'll probably have to have another bench right here and set this right beside of it. And I don't know if I can blow that out or have to go get the vacuum. I'll see.